Hello everybody, it's me, Get Dave Dio, and channel update time. Wait, that's not the one we want. I'm leaving it all in there. This is the raw, uncut thing. People come to YouTube for authenticity. Alright, Hyperlight Drifter has come and gone. The end. XCOM 2 is still raging on. It still got me in its clutches like Shawshank Penitentiary, but I'll win. I want to beat this thing. And you're gonna join me, right? Don't make me go alone. I'm on like part 55. It's still going, but I think I'm getting close. Anyway, up next is Fire Emblem Fates, as promised, and possibly Stellaris. If Stellar is. If people are interested in it, I've had a couple people ask me about it, so put it in the comment section of this video if you have an opinion you would like me to receive. We can have this dialogue, and I haven't started recording Fire Emblem, and Stellaris isn't out yet, so it's up in the air. That's pretty much what the plan is with the channel. I really enjoyed doing Hyperlight Drifter. XCOM 2 has been a bipolar experience on my end. In news on the game front, I made a company. I've been doing a ton of work on animation over the last bit, which is something I'm probably going to keep saying for years, literally more than 1 year, just because there's always going to be animation tweaks going on. But this is me doing my first bit, a walk cycle for Reyna, threw it out, rigged up a new walk cycle, threw that one out, got to about 5, like the 5th one, knocked it out of the park. And then walk cycles are typically one of the hardest things to do. Even a jog cycle is actually easier because it's coarser. Anyway, and now I'm on to easy stuff like attack animations. That's just sort of following the 12 laws of animation, and that's a bit easier. I added some swim physics to the game. I know everybody hates water levels, but I did want to do one part where there's sort of, well, I'm not going to tell you. There's just some water, which is a bit tricky. Even if you have like prefabricated water assets, it doesn't take care of all of the problems. Like you plunge under this beautiful prefabricated water surface and then everything looks exactly the same, and you have to program the physics and you have to program when to turn them on and off, and that's actually kind of easy, but the hard thing is getting the feel right. So we're getting pretty close on that. Also did a little bit of time coding shaders. That's easier than it sounds, but still intimidating. For those of you who aren't familiar with the parlance, a shader is responsible for sort of choosing how something has light play across it, which is responsible for 100% of how it looks, by the way. Like the way light bounces off of things. So you have a texture, whether it's pure black or looks the way you expect it would when you textured it in whatever program, that's up to the shader, because if you decide there's no light bouncing off of it, it's solid black and indistinguishable from the void of space. And there's a whole bunch of different ways you can do it. You can sort of round to a high and a low value, and that gets like a cell shading look, for example. You can have, all sorts of things. Oh, sometimes I throw in a snippet of music at the end of these videos, and some people kind of gave some positive feedback last time. So yeah, these are all recordings I've made on my cell phone of just the piano scores being played. We chose to start everything off as a piano arrangement, and this might change depending on circumstance, but start with piano arrangements and work out from there to add other instruments. Yeah, we decided to start there, which is, again, kind of a backwards thing, but we've actually used other reverse workflows in the composition side, and it's worked really well. So I'm feeling pretty good about that. Anyway, so these are just little cell phone things I record, and there's often like a lot of noise and everything. I try to cut out some of it and like still have a nice piece of the score in there, but I'll include a bit more this time. Enjoy. It's all stuff from the game. The goal is for the game to sort of cover the entire emotional spectrum and the music to do so as well. Anyway, I really appreciate that you've taken the time to watch this video, and thanks for being interested in the updates and how the channel is going and everything. If you want to support the projects that I'm doing, like the Let's Playing or the game as well, they're both kind of related, you can, just keep watching the videos. Let the ads play. If you're able to, you can support on Patreon as well, which is a website where you can pledge money on a monthly basis. I've got a video. If you just click the link, there's a video on my Patreon page. It'll explain the process, and you could help out that way. Either way, I appreciate everything, and I'll see you in the next video, and enjoy the music.